11, reporting returning. Dr. 11, reporting returning.
How are you feeling?
I'm pretty good. You know, you don't have to sit here the whole time.
Want to bet? Hi, Kelly.
Hi.
How's the patient?
Actually, the patient is ready to go.
I want you to lie still.
I've been lying still for 2 days,
Yeah, I know,
sweetie.
and you heard what the doctor says. You have internal injuries. You have to be careful. Please.
I just want to go home. I'll be fine.
Look, you'll be able to go home if you lay down and... Would you get a doctor?
Oh, I don't need
Come
a
on,
doctor.
give me
Don't.
your
Will you
arm.
please leave me alone? What are you
Please
doing?
lie down.
I don't want to lie down.
Look, you have to lie down. Otherwise, you're going to have to stay in the hospital a lot longer than you want to.
This will help you relax, Mr. Castillo.
Please, I don't want to relax. I just want to go
You're
home.
in no condition to go anywhere.
See? Now, we'll keep an eye on him.
Good. I need to get back to my other patients now.
Why did you let her do that?
Because contrary to popular belief, I want you to get better.
And I just came from 2 gorgeous children who are chomping at the bit to see their daddy.
All the more reason that I should be going home. Are the kids okay?
Except for being spoiled by their grandparents and Uncle Rick and Aunt Kelly, they're doing wonderful.
We're lucky to have those kids.
We're lucky to have each other.
Yeah. We could have done worse. So who needs a lucky charm anyhow?
We are in Santa Barbara. Yes, we are proceeding to the hospital. I don't anticipate any problem.
I wish we could have gotten you your own room.
I don't need a room. I just need to go home.
You will.
I don't think they were planning on this disaster when they wanted to remodel the hospital.
What disaster?
Remember I told you about the explosion at the plant outside of town?
Oh, yeah, were people hurt?
Well, 50 or so people, but it looks like everybody's going to be okay.
Well, that's good.
Why don't you relax, try to get some sleep?
I don't want to sleep. I want to be awake.
If you go to sleep, I promise I'll be here when you wake up.
No, I'm going to stay awake.
Good. He'll be out for at least a few hours.
Why don't you take a break from here for a little while?
No, I don't want to leave him alone. You know, I can't believe that they beat him up and they left him there to die. Cruz thinks they're the same people who attacked him when we were in France. Interpol identified one of them as North African.
Hi.
Hi, Daddy.
Is he doing any better today?
Oh, he's better. Come on, baby.
Hi, honey.
Hey, Daddy. It's just...
Look, if there's any chance of moving him to another hospital, I can get an ambulance here in 10 minutes.
No, the doctors are afraid to move him because of the internal injuries.
How are you? Carmen said you haven't been home at all.
Oh, I'm fine. I just want to be here with Cruz.
Is he awake?
No, the nurse gave him a sedative. He'll be asleep for a couple of hours.
Well, why don't you take a break, honey?
No, really, I'm fine. I just want to stay here and be here when he wakes up.
I really think you. I think the best thing for him is if you got away from here and cleared your head. This place is total chaos.
Yeah, but, you know, if I went home, I could only spend a couple of minutes with the kids. It'd be really disappointing to them, so I'd rather not.
Why don't I take you to the Orient Express for lunch? Then I'll go by the house and pick you up some clothes.
Go stay with Cruz for a while?
Yeah.
Come on.
All right, I'll go have lunch with Kelly, but
Good.
I am only going to the Orient Express, and I'll tell the nurse on duty where I'm going to be.
Okay,
Now,
fine.
listen to me. My security men are working with the police. Will find out who did this to him. All right?
Thanks, Dad.
We won't be long.
All right.
Listen, if he wakes up, I want you to call
Don't worry,
him.
I'll call
Take
you.
care of everything.
I promise.
Go ahead.
Thanks.
Dr. Dick, call the service. Dr. Dick.
incredible what this man has survived these last couple of months.
I cannot believe that someone would do something like this to him. Just for some stone.
Here, this goes into the guard coffee. Okay? With here. We'll be right back soon.
This is insane.
What?
Oh, when I think of all the things that Cruz and me have been through lately, it's almost laughable.
Why isn't this girl rolling in the aisles?
I just haven't been able to look at the big picture, you know? All I can see is one problem after another.
I guess if you believed in karma, you'd have to wonder what you guys did to deserve this.
You know, I was sitting with Cruz last night when he was sleeping, and he was in a lot of pain even when he was sleeping, and I kept thinking to myself, just pack up the kids. Move to a desert island. Get away from it all.
Well, take me with you.
What's your excuse?
To get away from it all? Who needs an excuse?
Well, I thought you were pretty happy being right where you are.
I don't think again.
That bad, huh?
Oh, we pretty slickly changed from your problems into mine.
Well, I mean, if you don't want to talk about it.
What, we won't?
No, I just find a different, more clever way of prying it out of you.
You know, it could be worse for you, Eden. You could have the nosy big sister.
Yeah, that's true, but then I would just, of course, take the road that would tell her everything that she wanted to know.
Which is?
Well, why I look like I lost my best friend when I just found them, or maybe I'm not too thrilled with the company I'm keeping. Or maybe the company isn't so thrilled with me.
If you are so subtly referring to me and Craig...
No, hey, I didn't bring it up. I didn't mention names, but maybe you'd like to tell me if things are cooling off between the two of you.
What makes you think that?
Nothing. Just asking. I mean, the last time you and I talked, you made the distinct impression that things were getting a little serious between the two of you.
Yes, and you made the even more distinct impression that you thought it was the most ridiculous idea I had since... Speaking of desert islands...
Why is it that I feel this conversation just took a left turn and I've been left in the dust?
Okay, Eden, we can both play dumb, but you're not sparing me. I know. And I probably am more upset about it than you are, if you can believe that.
What are we talking about?
What, you don't know?
Apparently not. No what?
Robert Barr. He's back.
Chance of moving him now?
No, there's still too much danger of rupturing the spleen.
You know, I thought in this day and age it was safe to transport a patient from one hospital to another.
Well, not with the situation we have here. I mean, with the construction going on, it's very difficult for even get patients in and out of the building. Now, I can assure you he's getting quality care. But the last thing we planned was an additional 50 patients coming in.
Yeah, I heard about the explosion. Look, if I can get you some extra doctors, I can.
No, thank you, Mr. Capwell, but we'll manage.
The most important thing is that Cruz gets well.
You think he'll be waking up soon?
No, I don't. In fact, I'm going to keep him very heavily sedated for the rest of the day. So there's really no reason for you to stay. Excuse me.
What do you think? Want to get something to eat in the meantime?
Oh, no, I think we should wait till Ethan gets back.
I doubt if I talk to Lana to stay here either with the chaotic condition of this place.
I just don't want to leave him alone.
Honey, there's a nurse out there. She's been coming in every 5 minutes. There's a guard standing right outside. Come on. Blair's close. We can check on Ethan later, okay?
Okay.
I need help with a patient. Now, let's...
Kelly, I swear to you, I did not know Robert was back in town.
I would think that you would be his first stop.
Well, it wasn't. How long has he been here?
A couple of days, I guess. I can't believe that he didn't contact you.
Well, he didn't. I mean, Robert and I have absolutely nothing to say to each other.
You may not.
Why would I hide the fact that he would be back?
You tell me.
Did you see him?
Oh, I saw him.
Did you speak to him?
Yep.
And he didn't tell you why he came back?
I don't want to know why he came back. I wish he didn't. I never wanted to see Robert ever again.
And now?
He came to me. I didn't go looking for him.
No, you're not answering my question.
Well, since he left here in love with you, I would think that he probably came back to finish where he left
Kelly, Robert and his feelings for me, he knows that's over.
Well, then, I guess he likes the weather here.
Kelly, come on. You mean to tell me he didn't tell you why he came back?
If you want to know so desperately, why don't you call him?
Kelly, you were the one who talked to him. You mean you sat there and you discussed things with him and you didn't discuss why he came back?
I don't understand why it's so important to you, Eden. Unless, of course, what you say about it being over between the two of you is not true.
You know better.
Then why do you want to know why he is back in town?
Look, I just figured he had his reasons, and I thought maybe you would be curious.
I know why he left. I never needed to hear another word from that man.
But you also know that my feelings for him are over, don't you?
Robert is the one you'll have to convince. Again, and again, and again.
Kelly, we're talking about you.
Yeah, well, me, I got stepped on, I got used. And I don't want to be a doormat for anyone ever again, Eden. You want him, you can have him.
No, Kelly.
I feel like I'm being cross-examined.
You're
or
not.
something.
I just don't want to see you get hurt.
You know, that's everybody's first reason for meddling in my life. No, it's their second reason. The first one is that they figured that if they don't interfere, I'm going to screw it up anyway.
I'm sorry.
You're not sorry. Don't say you're sorry. Just admit how you feel. You do not want me involved with Robert. And the idea of me getting close to Craig at all really bothers you for some reason.
Well, you know the reason.
I know he's changed.
And Robert's changed too.
Ask him yourself, Eden. I don't care.
Maybe we shouldn't have even gotten into this. Maybe it'd been best.
Now you tell me. Got your mind off your problems a little while anyway.
Listen, I'd just like to add one more thing to this topic.
That'll be the day.
Don't rush into anything with either of these men.
Well, I think that's good advice. And I think that maybe for once in my life I'll take it.
I know I have to get back to the hospital.
Let me just go to the powder room. Yeah, I'll take care of this. Thanks.
Hello again.
Yeah, I heard you were back.
Well, bad news travels fast.
So why did you come back?
Well, where else would I go?
I can think of a couple million places.
Eden, we don't have to pick up this way, you know.
How's that? You mean you don't have to play the mystery man and I don't have to pull the truth out of you? No, let's not do that. In fact, I'd rather not do that. You can just go back to wherever you came from.
You know me better than that.
So I guess you made the world safe for Robert Barr.
Well, I did manage to tie up most of Tennell's loose ends and get most of his people put away, yeah.
So the conquering hero returns.
No place like home. I did wonder what happened to the parade and the brass band, though.
Since when do you consider Santa Barbara your home?
I have decided to build a permanent structure here, Eden.
Professionally? Or personally?
Whatever works. This is where I'm going to make it happen.
Whether you're wanted or not?
Depends on who's doing the wanting.
Kelly thinks that you came back for me.
Well, you and I know better, don't we?
I didn't tell her about your letter.
I know. Thank you.
I didn't do it for you.
Actually, I was thinking of telling her about it. I
think
tried.
that's a bad idea. I think that Kelly should never know about that letter.
Will you be more comfortable if she just keeps despising me?
Infinitely more comfortable. As a matter of fact, I don't want you hurting anybody in my family. If you intend on staying in Santa Barbara...
But you can stop worrying about it. It's one another chance to start my life again. You won't deny me that, will you?
I have to go.
Eden. I don't mean you any harm.
You never did. Do you want to come with me, or would you like to stay and talk to him for a little bit? Excuse me, where was my husband taken?
Oh, he was released to the other doctors.
What other doctors? Excuse me, doctor?
Yeah.
For 2 days now, you've been telling me my husband can't be moved, and then all of a sudden you gave an authorization to move him?
Well, I never authorized for your husband to be moved.
Then who did?
The doctors had all the correct papers.
What? Now, the patient was in no condition to be moved. If the internal bleeding starts again, we may not be able to stop it. It must be a clerical error. I'm sure Mr. Castillo is still in the hospital somewhere.
But where's the guard that was watching him?
He was feeling ill, so I called for someone else and sent him home.
Oh, my God.
And now, Mrs. Castillo, let's not panic.
And these doctors, did you see them? Did they have a Middle Eastern accent?
Yes.
Keep him alive, Dr. Rashid. We must bring him back to our homeland. We cannot let anything happen to the shaman. Much is dependent on him. And only he can deliver.